Hey guys, Happy New Year to everyone. I know I haven't really been posting anything for quite a while. If you've been wondering where I've been, yeah, just life's had a bit of a turn for me in the middle of last year and a couple of health issues and things. Fishing had to take a bit of a back seat, unfortunately. But I'm back again. This year I'll be posting more regular content. I'm not guiding anymore, unfortunately. I had to put that on hold for a while, but you'll see me on the rivers. Still going to be taking my days off, going fishing. Can't stop me for that. But yeah, I'm back up my home river here. It's I think it's the 8th of Jan. So there's still a couple of holiday makers around, but it's just starting to quieten down. Less boats on the river. Hoping the fish will start playing the game again. Had a good season, hot summer, been very dry here in the Eastern Cape. We've just had a bit of relief rain. There's some more rain forecast for today and tomorrow. So I'm hoping this little front that's come through might trigger a cob bite. So I'm up here in my little cob spot. We're going to be fishing some paddletails here again. I've got a rapala just trailing behind me whilst I get up to the spot here. A good old OG. I think it's the 11 centimeter OG. And then yeah, we'll just be throwing a few paddletails around the edges here. You can see a bit of a current line in front of me. That little ripple coming down the river here, that's a current line off that point. We'll be drifting down that current line. And I got rigged on here a little 1/2 ounce jig head. That's a McCarthy, the new McCarthy paddle tail. I think it's a 5-inch pearl color with a Corrado on a little crucial here. I think this is 12-pound braid onto 20-pound leader with a little loop knot there, the Rapala knot, very important. Yeah, and we're just going to head up now to the spot here. Kill the motor, do a little drift down, work the edges, work the current lines, work the little eddies, and see if we can pick up a cob or two. Should be some leerie around. Hopefully the skippies will come through. Maybe we'll get a rockcod or two. So yeah, nice to have a day off, come and enjoy the beautiful river. Been a rainy day. I don't think there's going to be many other people on the river, so I'm going to enjoy it all to myself, hopefully. Lekker guys, enjoy. Let's see if the fish play the game. I'm here. Okay guys, we're in the zone. We're going to kill the motor. As I said, 1/2 ounce jig head, 5-inch paddle tail. Throwing it at the side. And it sink right down. And then just working along the bottom of the river's bank. For those new to jigging, I don't advise using a bait caster setup unless you've got experience with one. I would stick to a traditional spinning rig with a spinning rod and get the job done just fine. Probably have more fun. These bait caster rigs, if you don't have experience, they can be quite frustrating trying to cast and avoid overlines. Guys with experience will know how to set them up properly, and it does take a little bit of practice. A couple of practice sessions just to get it tuned in. Ooh, I felt a bit of a rock there. It's a good thing, that's where we want to be. Okay. First throw under the bolt. Beautiful morning up here. Wow. Okay, got it. Second cast, guys. How's that? Ooh, feels like a nice cobby. So that did not take long. Second throw. I'm surprised I didn't get a bite on the first throw, to be honest. Make sure he's going to run if he needs to run. Got a bit of weight to him. I don't think he's very big, probably in that 2 kilo range, 1.5 kilos. Maybe he wakes up a bit. But yeah, good sign. I think the cob are here. Ooh, there he smokes me a bit. I know there's some hidden trees here, so I don't want him to get, when I say hidden trees, trees that have fallen into the river. And, oh, there he is. Oh, he's a nice one. He's a 2-3 kilo fish. Ooh, yes, baby. Okay, let's get hooked up here. A little boga grip, guys. These things are really bad news, actually. This one's pretty stuffed up. You don't lift the cob with this thing, guys. It's purely to handle it at the side of the boat. Ooh, nice little fish. Don't lift the fish. Don't lip grip the fish and then pull him up. Ooh, that is not what you want to do with these lip grips, especially with species like cob, Garrick. They'll just damage their gill systems, guys. You end up killing the fish and not knowing that you've, as a catch and release fisherman, you might release it and not know that half an hour later it actually floated up and died. You don't want to come in yet, and I'm right here by the tree. I'm just going to get myself out of trouble here quickly. I'll let him tire himself out. As I was saying, guys, there's a big tree. He's pretty bugging now. There's a big tree under the water here. And if he can just pull down now, if he knew... I don't have a good hook set either. He would probably get away. Okay, I think he's knackered. Let's get him in. Oh no, the hook's not too bad. So... boga him, as I say, guys, leave him in the water. You can see here, I'm leaving him in the water the whole time. I haven't lifted him. He's a 3 kilo fish, a beauty. Look at that, guys, that 5-inch McCarthy with a 1/2 ounce jighead, as I said, right in the corner there. Beautiful little cobby. He's about 3 kilo. You can see a bit of girth on him. Hooked lovely in the corner of the mouth there. He just tapped the lure and I gave him a nice hook set, so he didn't stand a chance, eh? What a beauty, guys. Okay, so as you guys can see, if you do lift him with the boga, you can hold him like that, but always hand under the belly here. Most important thing, support the belly, support the weight at all times. This doesn't take the weight. This is just to hold his mouth, stop him shaking. This hand takes the weight at all times. It's a big problem I see. These things are actually really no good for cob. I don't want to keep him out the water much. Let's get him back. First fish, second cast. There's plenty more this morning. Let's get a bigger one. Okay, guys. I think the wind's just kicked up another gear. There might be that front hitting me. Might get a little rainstorm now. But we got that one cob. I'm just coming back up to where I hooked him. I don't want to miss all that water I drifted over whilst trying to land him and stuff. So just cruising back slowly here. But I've decided I'm going to try and prove a point today. I'll probably prove myself wrong. But the common thing I get is when I go fishing, everyone seems to ask me, what paddle tail are you using? Color paddle tail are you using, Dale? And I mean, I look at guys, I have a little chuckle to myself usually on the inside, and I tell guys, you know, what may have worked that day, but truthfully, just about everything works. Anything and everything. So that was the one we just hooked up on. You can see I've already gone through quite a few. So the 5.5 inch Cob Slinky Pearl. What I'm going to do now, put him one side, scratch around in my bag here. Look what other, there we go, let's try that guy. So now we're fishing. Okay, that's not what it is. It's in a different packet. Taking it out here quickly. Let me show you guys. So I'm gonna just pull it off that jig head. I'm fishing this, gonna try the 7-inch split tail now. And this is a completely different color. I think this is a shad color. This paddle tail was still good to go, by the way. Still catch another fish on it. I'll save it for just now. So it's not true what guys say when they only get one cob per McCarthy. You can get quite a few if the cob is kind to you. That's usually what it takes. So as I said, we're on to the 7-inch now. It's a McCarthy again, but this time a straight tail, completely different color. I'm in the zone. Let's go. So with that 7-inch, throwing it up on the edge of the bank there like we did last time. Tighten up on the drag. Most important thing, let it get to the bottom. Hook on the bottom. One tap. Two. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. So there we have it, guys. Ooh. That feels like a big one. On the 7-inch now, different color. Ooh. Could be a good fish. Fighting a little bit weird. Not happy. Ooh. No, he's not so big. He's not a big fish. But we got him. Now what can I say, guys? Okay, so now guys are gonna say, yeah, but it's McCarthy. I've used a 5.5 inch and I've used a 7-inch, both completely different color. Okay, both were rigged on the same jig head, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. One was a paddle tail, one was a straight tail. Doesn't matter what you use. Now, I hope this is starting to sink in, guys, that perhaps it's not the lure that does the the work, it's the actual retrieve that you use. So if you not on the bottom, if you too slow on the bottom, if you're too quick on the bottom, all those factors count as to whether you can get one or not. And I know for me, lure color is irrelevant. Size is almost irrelevant, although for cob, quite often bigger is better, because they're a greedy fish. But there he is. There he is. Similar fish, similar size fish. I'd guess he's much smaller. A little bit lighter in weight. We'll just grab him with the boga again. Come on, give us your mouth. Not with a good boga, that. Okay. Alright. As you guys can see there, I'm supporting the fish. If I do want to put him down, I put him down. And then again, supporting his belly at all times. There we have it, guys. Fish number 2, probably about half an hour into, 20 minutes into the session now. Yeah, the McCarthy 7-inch in the corner there. As I said, same jig head, half-ounce jig head, completely different bait, completely different color, still doing the trick. It just wants to fall out. Out it comes. Okay. Okay, we get rid of that line. One last look at him. He's drumming, he's thumping in my hands here. What a beautiful little specimen. I'd say he's more in the 1.5, 2 kilo range compared to that other one, closer to the 3. And we'll just give him a quick revive here in the water, keeping the boga grip in his lips. And I think as soon as he knows he's free, off he goes, same as the other one. Lay there a bit stupid for a while. Okay guys, let me switch off the motor. There you have it. The 2 lures that I've got those 2 cob on already. As you can see, yeah, perhaps there are similarities to them. Both the same density because the same plastic. Profiles are not very dissimilar, although a thumping paddle tail and a straight fluke tail. One having a darker top, this one being completely white or transparent pearl. Okay, so we've got on the McCarthy's, maybe let's try something different then. If guys are going to be skeptic over that, let's see if we can throw something completely different. Here's something completely different. This is something completely different. Sure. Feels a bit heavy. Maybe I should rig it on that 1/2 ounce. This is a 30 gram jig head. It's too heavy for the river. Okay, we're going to go with it. A pink, electric pink pearl, 9-inch stretchy Z-Man grub. I love the stretch of these things. Yeah, probably catch a whole shoulder cob on one of these because they're not going to do any damage to it. But let's take that. I did check my leader line, no nicks in the leader after those 2 fish. The Mad Mullet jighead doing a great job getting him in the corner of the mouth. So just going to rig that on. It's a bit small, this hook. I imagine I'm going to miss a few fish. You can see if a fish grabs anywhere here on the tail, I got no chance of getting him. So, but let's get out there again. That's what it looks like. I just heard a fish. Where was that fish? Oh, there. Let's have a quick cast. With this electric pink grub tail. I'm sort of coming to the end of my drift here. Don't really want to come past here. A lot more rocky reefs here. Something's swimming in the water here. What's that? What is that? I want to scare it. If you guys can see it. That thing swimming in the water there. Looks like it could be a cuttlefish. I think it was a cuttlefish. Didn't move like a blossoppy. There he is, guys. That did not take long, and that is a good fish. That is a good fish. So now guys might say it's the mad mullet half ounce jig head. I'll have to change up on that. Ooh, this is a good fish. This is a good fish. It's not a small fish, this. He's got some pretty good head shakes on him. Again, I got this river all to myself this morning, so I'm just taking advantage whilst the river's quiet. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. Ooh, he's under the boat here. Oh, that's violent. I can feel by the head shakes. Oh, there he is. He's a similar size to that first one we got on the paddletail. If anything, he's a little bit bigger. He's really got violent head shakes here. I think he's not happy he's hooked. Now, ooh, nice fish. Nice fish. Very nice fish. So, third fish of the morning. We're about half an hour into our session now. We've done one drift, one complete drift. We're just at the end of it now. Not a happy fish to be on the top water. Pretty fat, this guy, compared to the first one even. This guy's lucky I'm not feeling very hungry for cob today. I should have got him there. Come on. Again guys, not lifting the fish with the boga, but with your other hand supporting him at all times. He's a good one. Alright, third fish for the morning on the third different lure. I don't know if you guys can see that one, he really choked it. Let me see if I can get it out. Pliers. This guy really swallowed that 9-inch grub. Oh yes, baby. So third little cobby. He would be legal. He's about 70 centimeters, 72 centimeters. But let's get him back quickly, show him. I don't want to keep him out the water. We're going to get a bigger one still, so throw him back. Okay guys, don't know what more I can say there. Those are the 3 lures this morning that have done the damage. You can see all different sizes. Some might claim they're very similar colors. They're all clear pearl with a bit of pink perhaps in them. I wish I had a black paddletail to prove to you guys that color's not that important. I can feel that guy, because he choked the lure, he did nick up my line a bit, so I'm going to cut it off. And I think to change it up now, because you guys might say that those lures are all the same, let's go for something completely different, not even a plastic. If I've got one with me, I hope I brought one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, no, try this thing. Okay, I didn't bring a bucktail jig. I was hoping to use a bucktail, but I did manage to find it's one of my bass lures. It's a havoc brush pig. I'm sure a lot of you know this. I'm going to go back to that old quarter ounce, that half ounce jigget I've been using the whole morning so far. We'll just retie because it got nicked up a little bit. Very simple, half ounce jigget. I think it's a 4-0 hook on here. Making sure the lure nice and upright. I never know with these havoc brush pigs, do they supposed to, I don't know, I just rig it up the way I like it to go. I never know. Anyway, so there we go, down the middle of the lure, come out in the top, sure it's on there nice and straight. Oop. Go with a, don't want to sit in here, this bird turd on my bait. Geese seem to love my bait as their night perch. Okay, again with a Rapala knot, always granny knot around the loop 3 times, through the hole, through the hole. Okay guys, I've got my bush pig, whatever, havoc bush pig. It's black and blue, serious bass colors here. I'm gonna head up back to the top of the stretch, start my drift again, see if we can catch a few more cob. We've done 1 drift, 3 fish. I had a couple extra bites there that I missed. But yeah, it looks like it's to be a fun morning. No one else has come past me yet, so I got the river to myself. I just love it when it's like that. The time now, I started at 5, it's just after 6, so yeah, I did a bit of grunter fishing early on there. It took me about half an hour to get up here, so I've been fishing about half an hour, 3 cob, not too bad, 2 over 3 kilo, or in that 3 kilo mark, 1 in the 2 kilo mark, so great morning so far. proving to the guys that color is not important. If you ask me what color is and I say to you any color works, I'm not being sarcastic, I'm not lying to you. Any color does bloody work. Technique is more important, guys. If you're not fishing that lure properly, probably not going to get the bite. If the fish looks at it and it's a funny color and it's not swimming properly, well, he's definitely not going to eat it. But if it's swimming like a fish and it may be a bit of an offish color, I think they still sample it. You know, that natural instinct just to eat takes over, and they can't resist the urge just to bite it to see what it might taste like. So yeah, we'll do one more drift here. I might go down for some grunters then. I think I'll have some decent footage, so let's do it. One more drift. So you guys saw me rigging this up. I'm back with that 1/2 ounce jig head that I've been using all morning with the other lures. As I mentioned, it's that brush hog black color this time. For anyone who's saying I was using light colored lures, let's see if the dark colored ones work. Just coming over the reef, so flick one up in the corner, make sure it gets down there, and bang it along the edge. Fishing the complete contrast now, guys. If anyone says, yeah, but those lures were all the same colour, how's that? That's not a big fish, whatever it is. It's small, but he ate it. Actually feels like a rockcod. Oh, look, it's a yellowbelly. Oh, look at that, guys. A little yellowbelly. Stoked with that. Look at that. Lure down his throat. Super stoked with that. Okay, guys. So, the Havoc brush pig got the job done. Look at, oh, sorry, dude. Look at that. For a little specimen of a yellow belly. He's tiny. Look at the colors on him, and look at that brush pig down the gob. I mean, that is just stunning. Look at that fish. Now I want to get a release on him. I want him to survive. This is a potentially 40 kilo fish one day, so okay, off he goes back into his hole. Ooh. Okay guys, can't argue with the morning I'm having. Sun's just coming out. That was the last digit to get it done. I think I'm going to leave it on for a little while. I'm changing all the time now. I think I'm missing some fishing time. See if I can't catch a nicer fish. That little yellow belly was beaut. What a specimen for the morning. Yeah, we've got three cob and a rock cod. Let's see what else we can get. Back at it. So we just got that rock cod firing in again. It was a beaut little guy, yellow belly. There's been a lot of them in the river, more catface than yellow bellies. We've got a couple of malabars as well. So nice to see them. They're fun fish to catch. Very aggressive, as you can see. That yellow belly was probably the same size as this freaking lure. kicked up a bit as well, so it's going to make jigging a little bit harder. I'm going to have to concentrate a bit more, watch my line. Wind's just putting a bow in the line, and of course that makes it much harder to feel the bite, harder to feel the bottom of the river. So let's concentrate so we can get a nice fish here. There should be a nice cob along here somewhere, guys. I know there's one. I'm looking for that 10 kilo fish today. So I'm not really going to film much more unless I get the big one. I'll keep the GoPro running as long as it's got battery. But thereafter I'm not really going to film any more little cobs. I think there's quite a few of them around, these little shoal size up to 3-4 kilo. I think I've shown you guys any lure works, any sort of jig works, any color works. Just get it down on the bottom, guys. Most of the people I watch that jigging, they're not concentrating, they're not watching that lure's making sure it gets to the bottom. And when it hits the bottom, just missed a bite there. You want to give it a little tap up again, as if it's fleeing away from whatever is on the bottom there. So you're mimicking a little fleeing bait fish, and then he goes and sits on the bottom, and then when that big predator comes along, he flees away again. And that's the retrieve, guys. Very simple, but takes practice, doesn't come overnight, doesn't come after 10 casts. Don't think you're going to come up here and get a bite on your second cast if it's your first time paddletail fishing. It's not easy. It takes practice. It takes honing like anything. It's not that the fish are not here. I can assure you they're always here. They may not always be in a plastics mood or necessarily as hungry as other days, but they're always here, and you just got to have the patience to get your lure to work through the holes, and eventually you'll jig past one of them that he says, how's it? How's it? Ooh, ooh, hello, hello, hello. Ooh, this one's got a bit more weight behind him. Who says black and blue is for bass? I'm catching saltwater bass here, guys. There's a bunch of these guys here today. I'm putting a bit more heat on this guy. He's another river cob. So we've got him in pretty quickly. Angry fish. Why is he bleeding? Okay, so this fish is bleeding. We'll just release him quickly. I don't know why he's bleeding. Got him hooked so nicely. Off you go, dude. Fish was gushing blood. Very unusual. So that havoc's good to go. Been biting just about every cast if I'm in the zone. And I do feel this. That last fish may have stuffed up this paddle tail enough to warrant a change. Ooh. I don't know if you guys saw that bite. Bit like a dinosaur. Wakes up a bit. It feels nice. one feels very nice. Another little 3 kilo cobby, I think. This will be the, what, 4th or 5th one for the morning? 5th one already. Well, crucial in Corrado, yeah, getting a proper workout today from these cob. Anyone who says a cob is a lazy fighting fish, it's probably not caught enough of them. So, shoal size, guys, as I said. I'm not going to do too much work with this guy. What size is he actually? Ooh. No. He's going to go back. I'm going to wait and get another one. I want a slightly bigger one today. I've got 8 people to feed tonight. So a little 3 kilo cob could do it. It'll feed a family of 4 to 6 perfectly, but I think 8 we may want a little bit more. I've got him in fairly quickly, yeah, so he's pretty green. That's the nicest one for the day so far. Beautiful little slab of cob. Cheers, dude. Thanks for the fight. There it is, guys. Havoc. Brush pig. This one's pretty fucked. We'll get out a new one and get back in the game, yeah. Eesh, if I can find them. So another brush pig. You can see these are actually all used bass lures that I'm using. They've all caught bass and are kind of tired already. And I'm just throwing them all in a packet. I didn't feel they were good enough for competition or anything like that, bass competition fishing. They were not going to hold the hooks nicely. I save them for the river. Or vice versa. If they're not going to work well in the river, because the hooks are different, guys, if that makes sense. Bass hooks, your hook comes out in a different position, and so the bass hooks work well on these baits that have been used with a jig head, and the baits that have been used with a bass hook work well on a jig head after they've been used, if that makes sense. So we're right at the end of the drift here. back to the McCarthy 5.5 inch paddler, working it up. There he is. Nice cobby. All seem to be the same size today. Ha. Can't seem to get one slightly bigger for the family. This one's even smaller. Let's just do a quick release of him actually. Goes into the next one. Swing. Moving back into some more cob. Yo, did you guys see that? What have I got? Ooh, it's big. What have we got? Big leerie or big skippy? Skippy, I think. Oh, it's fighting. Nice fish, whatever this is. Jeez, it's working me. It's a leerie. Okay, so I can lock it in a little bit tighter. Nice leerie. Obviously ate it on the sink. Woohoo! What a sick fight. These fish are truly the gentlemen. They're the fish you want to catch. indeed. Look at it. Okay, we got it. Oh, yes. Okay, guys, we were just switched over to that McCarthy 5-inch again, 5.5-inch paddler. We got another cob at the top there, and on the way down, this guy grabbed on. So there we go, another species for the day. We'll just quickly get it unhooked. Nicely in the corner there. Doing some serious work on my little crucial there and Corrado. And I'll get a quick release on her. Let's go back to GoPro. What a beautiful fish, guys. Look at that. About a little 3 kilo leerie to go with all our 3 kilo cob we've got today. Oh yes, stoked with that catch, guys. Okay, and we're still using that same paddle tail. We've got a cob and a Garrick off it now, and McCarthy's still going strong.